I'm Corbett Wall with DV Auction, here with your feeder flash for Thursday, June the 29th, and these yearlings are still hot. We've been saying the last couple of weeks, even though the market is down on everything, down big on heavy calves and all kinds of middleweight kind of cattle, where the true yearlings show up, especially the green yearlings. Even the backgrounded yearlings are selling well, but the true green yearlings, where they show up in bunches and strings or in loads, they're going to sell well. And they did continue to do that on Wednesday. You know, somebody in Chicago keeps trying to kill this board, and they've taken some big hunks out of it, but it just keeps kind of trying to come back. You know, last week we thought was horrible, and when we got all said and done, the board was, you know, not down that much, $2 or $3. That's not that bad. Not nearly what the cash market has been going down. But on Wednesday, the board bounced back a little bit again. Your August feeder cattle contracts up $1.52. Your next 5 traded months were all higher too, and some of them well over $2 higher. But live cattle futures, August was up 60. June spot live cattle contracts up 65. Closing on Wednesday at 120.25, which is right in there real tight of what our fat cattle market is going to be this week, even though we really haven't had enough trade to establish a market. Did have a few sales on Tuesday from 120 to 121, about 1,200 head, which is not a lot in the whole scheme of things, and not enough to really to establish a market. Most of it just online sales there, and did have a few at 190 there. But then on Wednesday we did have some direct country trade at 191, which could be perceived as just a little bit stronger. So I don't think we're going to lose a whole lot of ground. Yeah, maybe that 120, 121 or 190, 191 is lower than last week's weighted average, but it's not really any lower compared to the late trades last week. So if we could kind of hold that together, or maybe put a little bit more than that on, that would be kind of a victory going into this holiday week. But box beef cutout values are tanking. Your choice carcass values are now under 230. They were up around 250 here just the other day, and they have just been taking big bites out of those things. Select carcass values around 213. So they have really been taking edge off of that, hoping that maybe some of these retailers will come in there and make some specials, put some specials out in their flyers, post their specials out for 4th of July, so guys will really get in there and pick beef over some of the competitors for their 4th of July picnics and their family get-togethers. But you look at the real-time index on Wednesday late, 145.09, that's up 54 cents. And so that goes to show your Wednesday sales were selling pretty good. We didn't really have very many Tuesday sales to test the market. Look at a big video auction. I've been talking about these videos setting the market here in late June and early July for our grass yearlings. And the big one we had early this week was Northern Livestock Video out of Billings, Montana. Of course, the Goggins kind of put all that together out of Billings and Pays there, and that's why they don't get the big runs at the sale barns in Billings and Pays anymore, because all those people in this country or up in that big sky country, sell on that Northern Livestock Video. They had 65,700 head offered on their early summer special there. Included in that was nearly 3,300 head of August delivery, 900 to 1,000 pound grass yearlings. And those averaged 146.30, which is not too shabby, and they were all up in that northern plains country. But one string there, they had 2,600 head off the Sunlight Ranches, which is a big outfit, but up in their Sheridan, Wyoming ranch, which were all natural and green. But you know, we don't talk about getting big bonuses or premiums for any kind of program, but you still see that in the northern plains on all natural cattle. Now, maybe that's because they've got a few niche deals where they can sell those cattle if they keep them all natural and get a little premium for them whenever they're finished out. And maybe also just because those cattle haven't had any hormones or anything, and they figure that the hormones are gonna, not having any hormones is gonna make those cattle really perform in the feedlot when they do give them some. But anyway, either way, 2,600 head of Sunlight Ranch steers weighed 975 to come in the middle of August at 152.75. 2,800 more of them are due to deliver in September, weighing lighter at 915. They brought 155. That's a good test of the market there on Northern Livestock Video. You look at some sales on Wednesday, OKC West in El Reno, Oklahoma, 6,100 head. That includes the 1,500 calves that they had on Tuesday, so a light run for them. Heck of a good run for most places, but mostly steady. And you look at some stuff you can bring up on cattlemarketcentral.com or on Beef Market Central on your BMC app if you're up to the choice level. You look at those strings or big drafts of 8-weight steers in El Reno there, all weighing 800 to 900 pounds. They're selling from 142 to 149 right in the ring there in El Reno, with one load up at 153. Look at another place you can also pull up on Beef Market Central. There is some light loads or just part loads, half load lots there in the ring in Huss, Platte Valley Livestock Market there in Kearney, Nebraska. These cattle are weighing heavier from 900 to 950 pounds, selling from 152 to 152.35. That's not too bad. That's your feeder flash for Thursday.